Namaste. I'm Dr. Sharon here. I would welcome to the webinar. I would like you to, discuss with you or start on blockchain in agriculture. Okay. Let me just start off with my presentation. I am a professor in finance, teach management students, MBA students. I've been in teaching profession past 22 years. Today, I would like to bring to your notice or talk about blockchain in agriculture, how local impact or specifically focus on India as such. I would like to run you through the agenda. I'm going to tell about who is an agripreneur. As the word suggests, agri, which is agriculture, preneur, which is a part of entrepreneur. So agripreneurs, who are they? How are they important for an economy like India? Then talk about blockchain technology has an extensive application in agriculture. Some cases I'm going to bring in, testimonial to discuss about. Then importance of government in driving the digital initiative. Blockchain's role in agriculture supply chain, food supply chain, how we could eliminate few bottlenecks in supply chain in agriculture. Then the role of agri-tech companies, technology company which enables and facilitate better way of doing agriculture. Agri-fintech enterprises. Fintech means finance and technology, giving finance to agriculture, agrarian businesses, pre and post harvest, and how we can facilitate is we're going to discuss about that. Then the way forward, how we as a community can take it forward. So this is the broad agenda of the discussion today or the webinar today. So it started with blockchain in agriculture, how we can use considered to be a very transparent, more reliable way of doing agriculture using blockchain technology. And we are addressing agripreneurs who are initially when they were farmers, by birth, they were farmers, they used to continue their normal course of agriculture. But agripreneurs are people who have an entrepreneurial mindset. They look for profit. They look for most efficient way of doing business. They use digital facilities and technology to improvise and improve the yield or the profit of agrarian businesses. So they are agripreneurs, are individuals or business focusing on agriculture and contributing to the digital revolution. Agripreneurs are being equipped or being facilitated by two entities, which is agri-tech companies and agri-fintech companies. Agri-fintech companies adopt blockchain method of, say, give technology to agriculture, right from identifying the quality of soil, the moisture, what crop to sow, what kind of seed to use. How do I have a farm sketch? How do I know what is the timing of harvest or timing of sowing? Monitoring the climate, the health of the plant. All that facilities are being given by agri-tech companies. They just came recently, 2013 to 16 time. It was not existing in India till then. Agri-fintech, as you know, farmers need finance, microfinance. From the time they sow seeds, so to pre-harvest financing, and then warehousing facilities to finance for the warehouse receipts. All that is being provided by agri-fintech companies. So provide assistance pre and post-harvest activities, provide farm equipments for them for better, So this is how we go about it. So this is just a broad way of expressing agriculture entrepreneurs who are for clear profit. They have a set goals, okay, and they use technology, optimize what is available. If you look at Indian young entrepreneurs, agripreneurs, we have almost 54% as far as 2020 statistics is concerned, relying on who are the labor force working in agriculture related sector. So there is a lot of emphasis on agrarian kind of a way of living. And the contribution is almost 18% to the GDP. And we have 1.75 million square kilometers of cultivatable land. So it's quite a large exposure on agriculture for India. So any change that you need to make in agriculture, we need to really focus on technology. We should focus on the best or the optimal way of doing agriculture. Only then we will be able to level the gap or the bottlenecks that you're facing in agrarian supply chain. The way forward. How we will take it forward, or how as an economy or a country like India needs to take it forward, is bringing in digital revolution in agriculture. And the farmers cannot be alone. They need to they have to be trained. Some of the young entrepreneurs are well trained in this area, rural entrepreneurs. And we need to have a digital presence investment, involvement of government in digital investments, or infrastructure development that we are seeing now. So to improve or to enhance the way of living of agrarian farmers in India, we need to use technology, we need to use science and agriculture. If all these three merge, you will have a better future. So the application, extensive application of agriculture, you can see that now land records and property consolidation, fragmented land because of large populations of land were fragmented. Now they need to come into contract of consolidated land. Blockchain helps us. It helps us check the ownership, track record, transfer land record, and signature, documentation, all that in a very trustworthy manner. Blockchain helps us. Farm insurance, because if you are mango farmers and there is an issue of how we'll be able to get insurance, how do we pay duties, blockchain seamlessly helps them. Okay. Agri-trade finance and microfinance. Microfinance is self-help groups are there. It's very quite vibrant in India. Offers a transparent platform. Blockchain offers a transparent platform in trade finance, supply chain financing, and microfinancing for self-help group. The self-help group will be like this. There'll be a group of 18 to 50 like-minded people coming together on the same similar objective. The ones who have fund will lend to other in a more streamlined manner. So microfinance was actually, being provided through self-help group. If you are planning to export, okay, bill of lading, cross-border or cross-border transport, blockchain can help us in that. It can be used to check on the credentials of the person, because the transparency and trustworthiness of record and distributed ledger facilitate that. So blockchain and use of IoT, Internet of Things, to improve food supply chain. That's yet another area that we would like to address, and how it benefits the community. So self-help group. Now, I would like to just take you to few of the, government initiatives that across the other countries also, some country experience, global experience. Brazil's ATM-based application. They use ATM platform, okay, and the government has facilitated that and has helped, in actually having a better, transparent deal of agriculture, not only agriculture, voting, student performance, and tracking. So this country has used that. Dubai Smart City Initiative is quite famous. I'm sure most of you know about it, and how smartly they have, integrated all the governmental transaction already migrated to blockchain way of doing, which facilitate better business and tracking. India, there's a transformational change. There's a lot of effort that has been taken by the government in participation with various governmental bodies to go about digitalizing and facilitating use of technology, blockchain, etc. in agriculture. Indian government has introduced e-signature. So if you want to buy property through an e-sign, which I'm sitting in Bangalore, I'm able to do, right? I am able to keep all my important documents in DigiLocker, which is very secure, and e-Praman, so we have a single window authentication, documentation, and clearance of all the governmental services. Otherwise, a lot of time was being spent on documentations and paper processes. So we have brought in a very strong digital infrastructure investment into that, which facilitates better transactions. So we have e-Praman, where you are having a password, which log into the system, one-time password to ensure you're the right person, digital authentication, biometrics. Okay, so that way the user is very, very confident in using the system, and which the young entrepreneurs or agripreneurs are using. Now, how blockchain helps in the supply chain, few examples or cases. As you all know, blockchain is a digital distributed ledger, and so decentralized, that you are able to not tamper with the system and able to have a very transparent tracking of farmers, and who inform about the origin and the quality of agriculture commodities, whether what is the kind of pesticides, they use pesticides, what kind of fertilizers are being used, everything can be traced. Let me tell you, this happened in Britain in 2005. There are cases where we could trace what is the kind of where it was cultivated to, whether it was an organic fruit or a produce. But only now in 2013 or 16 is when we are able to do that same exercise in India. There's a long lag period of almost 10, 11 years, but still we are in the progressive mode. We use blockchain in warehousing, because post-harvest, the prices may be down. You need to store commodities to have a better price. So we have warehouse receipt financing. and blockchain powered smart contracts. Smart contracts are, able to give them that kind of a agreement, okay, seamlessly. You can check on warehousing, processing, improve efficiency using warehouse optimization, and improve the supply chain. Food science and technology advancement is also being done by governmental policies, benefiting both producers and consumers. As you can see here, when you are using agri-tech companies to check the soil, what's the kind of sunlight we will be able to get, what level of moisture is required for the crop to grow, what is the pH of the soil. All these are monitored, the weather forecast, weather conditions, so that facilitates farmers to have a better yield or harvest. So agri-tech ventures offer technological solution to farmers, which helps the agripreneurs. They have farm input management services. Agri-tech companies, I'm going to come into that. I'm going to look at or going to discuss about almost 25 companies that have come up in India, and it's doing extremely well on input management, crop life cycle mapping, and IoT-based agriculture, where you can use sensor to have an aerial view of the field and various other weather conditions. Leveraging blockchain technology will only enhance this in the years to come. Agri-fintech initiative, as you can see that this farmer is getting finance for his farm equipments and tractor and other facility from a fintech company. It provides financial assistance to farmers, both pre and post-harvest, as I discussed, using AI, artificial intelligence, and blockchain to facilitate credit, insurance, and any other financial services related to agriculture. This way, entrepreneurs are well nurtured and they can have a sustainable growth, sustainable business. Because most of the initial period where farmers were actually exploited by land financiers, and they had a lot of other bottlenecks there, that has been very cleanly removed or kind of managed with the help of agri-fintech initiatives. Empowering rural community as a self-help group. We collaborate with local community groups and churches and society to promote opportunities and share bring in self-employment, inclusive development in rural areas by also giving them some good training. See, we have done a study with the help of National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management, which is called as MANAGE. They've studied 225 agripreneurs. As I repeat, I have been telling, because agripreneurs are agriculture-oriented businesses where it's an entrepreneurial mindset of making profit in the optimal way. So we mapped and we studied 225 agripreneurs, and we saw that based on what is available, we saw that Maharashtra, the state of Maharashtra, has the highest number of agripreneurs present, followed by Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. What you can see here is that it is not evenly spread. There's a need for us to bring in equitable distribution of agripreneurs so that the entire India or the society can get benefited. But it's just started, so Maharashtra is the largest as far as the presence of agripreneurs who use blockchain, AI in their way of doing business, agri-related business. Then you may ask me what kind of business they are. They are into tissue culture, use banana tissue culture, veterinary, fishing, farming, soft drinks based on fruits, organic farming, value-added dairy products, which again enhances their income, animal feed trading, input for apple garden, dairy farming, goat farming, piggery, seed production. In fact, Jharkhand was the first state in India to distribute seeds with the help of, an institution called Settlement. Settlement and an organization helped them, distribute seeds using AI. Okay, so seed production and distribution, essential oil, manufacturing of farm machines, packing materials for produce, fruit processing, vegetable cultivation, poultry, mushroom farming, agrotourism, where they will also grow and facilitate tourists to come and stay in their resort or their property so that they experience agriculture, learn organic farming, etc. Plant nurseries, beekeeping, then apiary and consultancy, fruit processing, processing unit, online sales of organic products, spices processing, cow dung waste production, nut processing, manufacturing of biofuel. As towards the end, I would like to tell that which are the ones which are the most profitable, which are the businesses agripreneurs do, where there's significant presence of women, gender diversity there, floriculture, soil testing of lab, again, agri-fintech companies help them that, sericulture, and export of fruits and banana. This is just a representative list, just to tell you that what kind of businesses these agripreneurs are doing across India. And if you can see here, agri-tech companies, tech companies which give advice and other support to the supply chain and agriculture base, you see that in 2016, there was a large number of agri-tech companies that are formed. There's more awakening or more orientation towards, of the 25 study that we have done, companies that we have done, 8 of them have been formed in 2016. Okay, and which state they belong to, we'll discuss that. The presence of agripreneurs who are women, okay, what are the activities they do is also looked into. There is very less or a very less percentage of women representation here, but what kind of business they do, agripreneur oriented business they do, is dairy farming, plant nursery, vet clinic, essential oil production, fish farming, manufacturing of biofuel, mushroom farming, nut processing unit, shrimp seeds, poultry, and soil testing. What we also observe that most of the women who are the agripreneurs are into businesses with less investment, less capital intensive businesses. Is it because of the lack of sourcing that they could afford to do? What is the reason? We need to do a further research on this as to why they have chosen this kind of businesses for. And the presence of women in Chandigarh and Jammu and Kashmir is higher than we could see that in Maharashtra or any other states in Karnataka. That is also a point to be noted here. So research study examines involvement of women in agribusiness activity. And there is a very important, I would like to highlight that, a very important need for providing opportunity, ensuring training, okay, enhancing the participation of women in these kind of businesses. Now, again, if you talk about the turnover, you see that though Maharashtra was having the largest number of agripreneurs who used to do agriculture-related businesses, Tamil Nadu seems to have the highest turnover or revenue, followed by Karnataka and then Maharashtra. So what is that Tamil Nadu did, which they were able to do much more, make more profit than Maharashtra on profit, no revenue rather, okay? Now, agripreneurs in diverse business activity, as in our study, we found Maharashtra having the highest number. Highest number of agripreneurs engaged in wide range of activities, including seed development, poultry, nut processing, biofuel manufacturing, animal feed trading. In Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, the success story, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka have the highest turnover among the agripreneur, attributing to the adoption of innovative technology. I would like to emphasize here that they use a more of technology, blockchain, and has ensured that there is, higher revenue in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, though the number is higher in Maharashtra. So by agri-tech, agri-fintech firms, presence of agri-fintech firms are higher in Karnataka and in Tamil Nadu. Overall, per unit, per entrepreneur, per unit, profitability also studied, though I have not put in the graph here, but we have in our paper, we have studied that. In that, biofuel manufacturing is the most profitable activity, while poultry farming is the most productive per employee-wise productivity, per capita income followed, poultry farming and animal feed trading. That is more prevalent in Maharashtra. I would like to just, show you a few of the agri-fintech and agri-tech companies area of business, area of operations or services. I hope it is visible to you. The screen is visible to you. It's a Word document. AgroStar, okay, it started in 2013. They are on real-time advice, experts on managing crops and boosting the yield of agri-tech startups. So they kind of give them advisory help in, and it's a fintech, agri-tech company. Gramophone strives to bring in the best products and knowledge to the farmers. One Stop plays a platform which helps farmers get better information and input planning advice. Okay, so this is another example there. Then we have Kisan Point. Kisan Point is a digital platform for retail and trade of farm inputs. Okay, what the farmers produce, etc. The farmers they sell or they list such as seeds, fertilizers, farm equipments. Farmers can fulfill their demand or their sale there in that platform. Enable farmers to list their products, ask for prices, and they also supply to one of the big e-trader like Big Basket, which is a very, very popular one. So they provide inputs with the help of this platform called as Kisan Point, where directly they eliminate the middlemen there. There's an Agri Bazaar, which is founded in 2016. It delivers tech-enabled, future-ready solutions to farmers. And post-harvest management of crops are being taken care. So what are the services they do? They buy, sell, finance, and give crop advisory, input sales, quality testing, etc. for agripreneurs. This is recently started, 2019, Bijak, but has an excellent presence in 27 states, dealing with 9,000 plus regions, dealing 110 commodities. I'm sure it would have increased by when I'm, discussing with you. Trying to digitalize and organize the agro procurement market. The company solves information, payment, logistic issues, and support and facilitate old age, infrastructure challenges, help them solve those challenges there. Unnati, okay, it reaches almost 250 farmers and gives you agro input services. Dehat, founded in 12, which is supposed to be relatively older than the others, providing seeds and fertilizers at affordable price, helping them with soil testing, weather reports, microfinance, and insurance. Aditi started 2020, which uses AI/ML kind of a technology to detect seed defects in seeds and crops, and innovative products there, aids acute parameters on few aspects like that. EM3 Agri Services, it provides land preparation, soil sowing, planting, harvesting, crop management, post-harvest management services. Abiono, foremost in India, uses AI to help them do agriculture. Agrix, world's first AI-enabled SAS solutions, which list online B2B listing of platforms for the farm produce, finances them, helps them with transport, because transport is also a very important concern or a bottleneck there, and produce sales and all that. They help using SAS. Whole Farm provides solutions or gives them rental equipment, especially solar water pumps, where when we have electricity problem and all, solar water pumps helps the rural India. Way Cool, managing, distributing all kinds of fresh foods and dairy products, because it has a different supply chain, as you can understand. The shelf life is very short. They activate and help them branding, marketing, these kind of agri products, which are fresh foods and dairy products. Crow Farm procure fresh vegetables and fruits and provide rural entrepreneur with the knowledge of cooperative initiatives, or help them form that. Ninja Cart, they directly sell their products to retailers, in removing the middlemen. And it's been there since 2015. Stellabs helps dairy farmers and cooperatives by digitalizing, optimizing milk and cold chain management, cold storage, use IoT-based platforms for that. Crop and Technology provides one-stop SaaS-based solution, SAS-based solution, and has reached almost 70 million farmers in different countries. It's a global approach there. Intro Labs started in 2016, offer complete automation in supply chain management, and helps them optimize that supply chain, produce there, and reduces waste. And there are, a lot of new agri-tech companies coming up in similar nature. These are just very few, just a representative example there. So we discuss about the presence, the need of starting of agri-tech companies there. Okay, and we discuss about presence of women, and they are there in only very few kind of businesses, and need for investment financing for them, training for them. Then we discuss about turnover wise compared to Maharashtra, though it has the largest, we have Tamil Nadu as having the revenue being the highest, and we went on to the types of or various agri-tech companies providing different kind of services to agriculture. Conclusion. You see here that what is important is Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farms Welfare in connection with the Indian government is undertaking various initiatives. I've listed out a few initiatives in my webinar already. The way forward will be, we need to have education based on agri enterprises. Young Indian mindset individuals should take these kind of training, and then in a very scientific manner bring out support to the entire farming system there. Agri-tech growth post-COVID, the digital presence in India has increased, and people are able to embrace technology-based, agriculture, and they are reaping the benefit of that. So a lot of SMEs are getting into similar agri-tech growth-related sustainable practices in agriculture. Challenge continues. There is intermediary still existing. The level of penetration of agripreneurs or trained, professionally oriented, business-oriented agriculture farmers are very less. And as you saw, the distribution, there's more presence in Maharashtra, but other states of India also need this kind of technological interventions, for which you need to have a lot of training, intermediary presence removal, enhanced technological access, financial credit, seamless financial credit to the farmers. So these are the observations that we had. These are our links that we have used and the references that we have looked at. It's quite an exhaustive list there. So can I have any questions here so far? Let me take this opportunity to thank the organizer here to give me an opportunity. I would like to place on record my team, Jayashree Roy, who was my student and then now working with Deloitte. She's helped me out a lot in this formulation. Then Dr. Khalid, Dr. Girish, who was also part of my team in working on this. Then I would like to thank the organizer for this ICT event 2024, United States Agency for International Development. I would like to thank CGIAR, DAI, and Dave Global for facilitating or coming out with such a wonderful webinar, series of discussion on localizing, bringing in a lot more awareness to the whole world. How do we see? I'm just taking a few Q&A here. How do you see the application in Africa? What suggestions would you have for government on this policy? It is important that I just started with the webinar telling that in Britain in 2005, they had this of tracing, the produce, whether to check the barcode and see where it is cultivated, whether they have used organic farming way of doing it. It took us almost so many years, 2013 to 16, to have agencies or fintech companies or agri-tech companies coming and bringing in awareness and facilitating the supply chain in agriculture. When you take the application in Africa, it is the awareness of each individual's or existence of trained agriculture-based trained entrepreneurs who is very clear about how to go about doing, educated, and is clear about how to go about doing the business of agriculture, rather than just that your dad is a farmer, so you automatically own land and you don't know what to do about it. Not like that. There are people who are well trained, have got an educational background. So we should have that first step should be to educate young individuals who have a agriculture oriented mindset. They get trained in Africa. Then the existence of digital presence there, okay. Post-COVID in India, we have a lot of improvement in digital. Almost 90% of all the payments, governmental payments like taxes and all were online. There were digital way of doing it. So what is the status in Africa? I'm not sure, but what question I can see is that if there is an educated youngsters who are educated in agriculture field, and there is a transition or a change in the way of payment, way of doing business online, selling produces online, the comfort of dealing with that. Definitely, if that has been done, we will be able to. Then you asked me, what suggestion would you have for the government on the policy? I would like you to take you to this, what Indian government has done. See here, Indian government initiatives, or you can see that has introduced e-sign. So that means you need, if you want to apply somewhere for a loan or some kind, you don't have physically or digitally we can do it. How comfortable or how well equipped is people in Africa who will be able to do this? How much governmental interference in bringing in investment in digital infrastructure? If you bring in education training to the youth on agriculture based and the intervention of government on documentation, seamless, operationalizing single window clearance digitally, I'm sure any country can have this kind of improvement or digital presence. Arnie Zofer, have I answered your question on how do you see the application in Africa and what suggestions would you have for the government policies? All right. Any more questions?